Hello everyone to this build video for The Sims 4. Pretty much this is like the first build I have done that is being filmed and actually shared with the world. I have done a design video on this channel where I designed a thing, but no one could get it because it was something I ended up losing and I ended up not using. And it was completely wrong. It was filmed wrong. It was recorded very weirdly and you couldn't hear me. And the video was really small. Just everything was wrong about it. But now we're gonna do a new one and it is going to be great. And it actually is going to be used in my next series that I am doing. I am coming back into The Sims 4. For those who have watched my other Sims series, know that things got messed up. And I wanted to get back into it, but I just wasn't sure how or what I wanted to do until the Get Famous came out, and I was like, you know what? This good old California Hollywood theme, I love it. I love it because I live in Southern California. Not close per se, but close to Hollywood, where I live a couple hours away, so it almost feels like it's a whole different universe, but still close enough that I could just drive there whenever I want to and make a day out of it, you know? So a lot of it was me just enjoying getting to do something that I try to base it more off of what I know is around here. So a lot of one story, normally big windows like I first tried to use that I ended up not using. But maybe in LA they do a little bit more the small window feel. But I know a lot of Southern California, they are really big on using big windows, but we just don't have the right kind of window that was making it feel right. And I did end up removing, I think, the two windows against the back wall that aren't in the kitchen. I did end up removing them later. You'll see that. Some of the stuff will never show up until the very end. But my idea process behind this was a lot of the buildings around here, they're very earthy. It's very normal to have like the wood floorings. Those are really big. Tile in the bathroom and in the kitchen area, but a very open feel. We don't have a lot of houses that are like the living room is a single room, the kitchen is a single room. A lot of the houses are very open, one room, so you can just travel from one place to the other, but the bedrooms and the bathrooms are obviously their own separate places. And I just tried to get that feel. Oh, here's where the horror happens. You'll get to enjoy this of me trying to figure out how to put these in and how to work it out. But I wanted to get that feel of just, you know, a single story, small house that someone who's just starting a Sims family with only the 20k simoleons could use. That was like my main focus, was like, I want them to be usable. So I had to do that. So I end up moving things around a little bit and trying to figure out how I want everything to fit. Oh man, I am still fighting this. Oh, I'm turning off the cheats to see if that helps. It does finally help. Thankfully, it does help. You will see that it finally works out. But I looked up a lot of blueprints for single bedroom houses, just small houses, and a lot of them they had like the garage. I'm like, well, we don't really have a need for a garage because we don't have cars yet. But I did find one that it had garage / patio, so it was like a base idea of someone like trying to figure out how to make this little house. But they said, oh, it could be a garage, or you could just have it as a patio with like a sliding door. And I'm like, perfect. I wanted a patio with a sliding door because that is very California. We love our outsides. We don't get winter here, which is going to be weird. I'm curious if in the game you get winter in this area, because California does not get winter. Hollywood, LA does not get winter. I don't know what winter is. If you have me in the cold, I'm a whimpering baby, let's be honest. Alright, so here you see I start changing up how I want like the carpets and stuff, because I decide, you know, I want this based off of, you know, what it is. I love how I just had a jacuzzi there randomly. We're not going to talk about the jacuzzi. I just thought it was really funny that there was a really big jacuzzi. And I did make sure to put a window in the bathroom because I feel like all bathrooms need a window. Have a little bit of light, or at least something you can open up and air out. And it just keeps going. I just try to build like a very basic house. I end up getting rid of some of the things and keeping some of the other things. I am not very good at building, and I've never filmed me building before like this. So it feels kind of horrible to watch because my mind does not work in like a fashion where I have it like completely figured out and I just go for it. No, it's a lot of me just messing around and like changing my mind and being like, no, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing that. Why did I even try to do this? But I try. I'm putting in the effort. If there's anything else you would like to see, maybe you want me to continue building houses for that series and filming me building the house, I could do that. I would like, it's very basic. There's not, I wanted plants because I like having plants. I have a feeling with her it would be a lot of fake plants, but fake plants are good too. But I didn't have the money for pictures and all that. And I love that I didn't. The house still has no, like, wallpaper? No, it's not like stuccoed or anything. It's just very plain still. But one of the things I really did want to have was a fenced in, like, area because it seems weird to be in the middle of the city and not have a fenced in yard. Like, especially with us being able to have animals and stuff like that, I was like, you know what? It'd be nice to have a fenced in area that they can go into, and it just seems more realistic. Like, you wouldn't have many pictures when you first starting out, but having a house with a fenced in yard is a nice thing to have, and having a couple trees being out in the yard is pretty good too. So I just wanted to make it nice looking, give it a base pretty feeling to it, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to describe things that I have no idea how to describe while watching me just put down trees. And I'm not sure what some of these trees are supposed to be. I went for a lot of bushes. We have a lot of bushes around here. We have lots of flowers and everything that are like the yearly round flowers almost. Yeah, lots of flowers. Really, if they had more of like oak trees. Other than that tree in the back with the white, it kind of reminds me of the coastal oaks around here that are very like white. And then they're like oak trees, obviously. But they have that white bark. And it reminded me of that. Just trees that aren't... They're not evergreen. No, yeah, they are evergreen. I can use languages. I almost had a degree in landscape design architecture. I know what words are. I do know I do. But I do hope to build more and make more houses. If people have any ideas of what they want to see me build or give me a challenge of trying to build something, I would happily do it. I would love to do some more like starter houses. I like having houses that people can use because people always do like the really big houses that you need a crap ton of money to have. But like the houses when you first start out and you only have a certain amount of money and you don't want to cheat in money, but you want like something different, this is like a great time to have that something different. So I want to build more of these houses because they're fun. But I definitely will try to keep building houses and keep filming them as something to show off because it's cool to see. It's fun to have it, but it's also cool to see the process in it. But here is the finished product with everything changed a little bit because I did forget the sink and I put a trash can in and I was able to fit a couple things in by taking out the bench. And obviously I have a fake crappy TV. But you know, things like that. So give a like if you like this and subscribe to see more. Give me a comment of what else you want to see me do. Alright, bye!